Okay, so some words to describe our killer of the day: thick, fat, chubby, probably a really good cuddle buddy, a butterfly knife with the blade kind of looking like a leaf, can't lie on that, has a bald spot bigger than Homer Simpson, has got the crustiest looking nails I've ever seen, and if you take this man out to a restaurant, I can promise you he's probably going to end up paying for like a $2 batch of chicken fingers. In case you guys haven't figured it out, we're going to be talking about the Dead by Daylight DLC character that was released 4 months ago, I believe. I don't know his name, so we're going to call him Ben. But we're never going to actually call him Ben, because nobody cares about what his real name is. Because this isn't a case file video. That's for another channel. We're going to call him the Clown. What's so special about the Clown? If you don't know what's special about the Clown, then click off of this video, because you're not going to understand a word that we're saying. So let's start with probably the perks, kind of the norm. Start with my least favorite perk out of all of his perks. Coulrophobia, or coilrophobia, or coulrophobia. I feel like the one thing that's wrong with that perk is you can't fucking pronounce it correctly. This is probably going to be a video mainly just for like a quick disclaimer. This is probably going to be a video more describing what's right with him than there is wrong. There are some things that are wrong with him that I personally believe, but again, this is just my personal thing. What are you looking at, Scrappy? Don't make me beat you up. So, what do I not like about coulrophobia? Well, basically, it's the hardest fucking word I've ever tried to pronounce, right next to the thanatophobia. Thanatophobia. I call it thanatophobia, but it's thanatophobia. One thing I would definitely have to say about the Clown is, when it comes to coulrophobia, it's very situational. You have to have a very large terror radius. So, if anybody's looking to play the Clown, probably don't run Monitor and Abuse, because they're not going to be able to... I mean, if you want to run Monitor and Abuse and you know that they're not going to get a chance to heal, then, by all means, do whatever the fuck you want. But, what I'm trying to say is, coulrophobia is a good perk. I don't hate it. I don't like it either, though. Like, my moveset and my perk build are going to be perfectly fine if I don't have it. If I had it, it wouldn't really make a difference. In my opinion, coulrophobia for me is just another way of saying, hey, you don't have any other perks, here's a free one. But that's just my personal opinion on the Clown's coulrophobia perk. The next perk I'm going to talk about is a perk that I've been calling recently, the anti-loop perk. And the anti-loop perk basically is bamboozle. By the way, I'll put descriptions, so I'm going to put bamboozle in the left, coulrophobia in the bottom right or something. I don't know. Hey, bear with me here. I forgot to say definition here at bam, definition here at boom. But definition for bamboozle right here. And basically, bamboozle, what it basically is that since the Clown has the fastest vault speed in the game, I believe, that might be wrong, that might be right, I don't know. But since the Clown has the fastest vault speed, we're just going to say that, the Clown can vault over loops such as like the Myers house front window, or the Killer Shack window. Any windows or vaulting areas that you can use other than pallets, he can vault over and then block off. So if you're dealing with a pallet looping or window looping or looping in general survivor, just put one leg over the other and just vault that motherfucking window. And it'll block it off, making it completely impossible for him to actually... For the survivor, I mean, not the Clown. I don't know if the Clown can pass over through it when he's already been done. I'm not a Clown main. The footage you're seeing is recorded from yesterday, because I'm recording this Wednesday, but I'm posting it Thursday, Trying to keep that schedule going, you know what I mean? If you guys haven't seen that update video, go and check that out. It's going to be explaining a lot. But, so, that's kind of what Bamboozle is. It's a really good perk for me because I hate pallet loopers. But yeah, that's pretty much that in a nutshell. And then my personal favorite, well, right next to Bamboozle, I would say this is like maybe a close second. My second favorite perk out of the clown is Pop Goes the Weasel. Yes, that is literally the name of the perk. Pop Goes the Weasel. Pop Goes the Weasel's definition is up in the left-hand corner. But if you don't know what Pop Goes the Weasel is yet, basically, after you hook a survivor, you have a certain amount of time to go find the generator, kick the bitch out, and then you can just walk away. Because it decreases or regresses the amount of time that it's been. So, like, say if you're working on a gen, and you got like 5% done, and if he has like a really good version of fucking Bamboozle, you know? Not Bamboozle, sorry. Pop Goes the Weasel, that bitch is gone. It's gone. It's not coming back. It's dead as a motherfucker. So that's kind of the perks in general. Again, I'm not a clown main. I played clown for like maybe a couple weeks. I almost have him prestige, and I plan on prestiging him very, very soon. But no time in particular. So that's that. Now let's get on to some of the things that I find wrong. One thing is for sure, as cool as his little butter knife, not butter knife, wow, butter knife. Can you imagine a killer being in Dead by Daylight with a butter knife? That would be some special ed shit. As far as his butterfly knife goes, it's a decent, you know, it's a pretty good looking knife, you know. If I could get collectibles, I'd put that, you know, right on my mantle, right above the old bat cave. You know what I mean? Hold on. There's like a sharp pain growing in the side of my mouth. Ugh. But there's one thing that's wrong with it. When I first started playing clown, there was no problem. I would get right behind the survivor, hit them, do it again, knock them down permanently, blah blah blah. Now that I'm realizing when I try to go for lunges, clown is devastatingly harder to lunge and hit with. So his hitbox is garbage. He's very, very easy to 360 if he doesn't know what he's doing. Unless you're going up against a really good clown player, you are not going to get very far with the whole 360 juke shit. Because if you're going up against a good clown player, chances are he knows exactly how to abuse the hitbox thing, you know, that thing. That's pretty much that when it comes down to hitboxes. Another thing is a lot of people, including myself, until further realization, thought that clown was the fastest killer in the game. I don't think that he is. But at the same time, some things kind of pull my better judgment and make me think like, yeah, this guy actually is the fastest killer in the game. Because people like, I don't know, maybe Trapper, Leatherface, obviously Huntress, but that doesn't really count. So, the male, let's just say this, the male killers, because the male killers are 5% faster than all females, it's a lot harder for me to outrun the clown. Maybe it's just me being paranoid. Maybe it's just me, you know, being scared. But there have been so many times where I have tried to outrun the clown, and it doesn't work. I cannot seem to outrun him. Like, you kind of have to resort to complete loops, and I don't like doing that. I don't like looping. I've been getting better at it, though. I will admit that. But, you know, I don't like looping. I don't like having to have that be my one and only final resort. Because it's not fun. And I don't feel like the clown should be resorted to having to be looped in order just to get away. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't seem fun. That doesn't even seem fair. It doesn't seem great at all. If you ask me, maybe it's just because of my paranoia. Maybe it's just because of my own imagination. But in my mind, the clown is by far faster than the majority of most killers. So, and that goes for Meg too, but we'll cover Meg in a different video when we do the Survivor side. Which, quick announcement, the killers are kind of like all over the place. The survivors will be done in the order that they are in. So, depending on when the next killer comes out or survivor will not, you know what? I'll let you go check out the update video. The update video is going to have everything in plan for the rest of the year. From now until December, whatever fucking date it ends on, will 100% describe and explain everything you have to expect to see. So, go check that out if you haven't seen it already. It's not that great of a video. It's just basically me standing in front of a camera, stupid looking as always, and explaining a bunch of bullshit that you guys probably don't care about, but some of you who do, go check that out. So, again, there's not a lot wrong with Clown. If I had to say everything is right with him, I would like to think that the reason why people have struggles with Clown is because he's a very strategic killer. And it was said when he first came out, everybody figured it out. That after-peace toxin, that bottle, that toxic bottle that he has, you need to use your head to figure out how to herd a survivor. You know, bring them all closer together and just herd them all together so that way you could actually have a better chance at getting a kill. Or getting anything, really. If you want anything to do with being successful, guess what? Clown's your killer. And that after-peace toxin will be your best friend. In this video, as you saw in the, the background and whatnot, I didn't show my mechanical prowess with the after-peace toxin. But you see kind of what it means that you have to do. You know? It shows you, hey, this guy's going to go this way. Let's throw a bottle to the left, then to the right, and then we can corner him. And it'll be slowed down. And then we'll see where we go from there. But in conclusion, I know this video was kind of like all over the place. The next video will be a lot more organized. Again, if you haven't seen that update video, go check it out. It's gonna include a lot of stuff. It's gonna involve a lot of stuff. I don't know or remember even how long it is, but it's gonna be there. It's gonna be on my channel. It's on my channel right now. It's live. Go check it out. In case you want to see what's gonna be going on from yesterday, October 17th to December, 31st, 30 something. I don't know. I don't keep track. I don't care about months. But yeah. So without further ado, I'm gonna cut the video there. Again, I do apologize for it not being, explicit or well thought out. But this is kind of the road that we're gonna have to go with when it comes down to the Clown. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say for now. Stay tuned, because the conclusion to this series for the killers, it's gonna be big. It's going to be very, very, very big. I'm gonna try my best to make that last video, that last killer, and you guys are gonna be shocked when you see who it is. I'm not gonna even give any hints, but when you see who the last killer is, and I'm pretty sure when it comes down to the last two killers, you'll figure out which one I'm gonna do. But when it comes down to that last killer, that last video that I'm gonna do before I take that week off, I'm gonna try to do everything in my power, everything, to get that video out and make that video great. That's it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys liked, shared, commented, and subscribed and all that other stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, Pizza Bites.